Samuel Oquendo facing multiple charges, including second-degree murder, possession of a firearm, and carrying a concealed firearm. And tonight, the 15-year-old is behind bars, accused of shooting and killing another teen outside the Citrus Park Mall. You're watching 10 Tampa Bay. I'm Frank Wiley.
And I'm Miranda Parnell in tonight for Courtney. Oquendo is accused of killing 16-year-old Peter P.J. Hyman. 10 Tampa Bay's Hannah Deneen has been staying on top of this story all week long, and she just spoke with PJ's mother about this latest development.
PJ's family says they have a candlelight vigil scheduled for this Sunday evening here at Riverfront Park in Tampa. Now they say when they come together, they'll be able to breathe a little bit easier.
I'm relieved that they caught the person who did this, because now that gives us some closure, but it'll never bring him back.
As a family prepares to come together to remember 16-year-old PJ Hyman.
He was a loving kid. He accepted everybody.
The Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office now sharing they've learned Saturday night 2 groups planned a slapboxing event in the mall parking garage. Afterwards, they shook hands and parted ways, but a short time later, a fight broke out between the groups outside the mall. Shots were fired, killing PJ.
It was over something that was so stupid. You know, I see boys playing all the time with the slapbox all the time. That's something that they do. And then to hear that they shook hands and walked off and everything was done then, and then for it to, I guess someone must have been upset. It's so senseless.
Because Oquendo is being charged as an adult, 10 Tampa Bay has chosen to identify him in this case. Tonight, State Attorney Susie Lopez says this 15-year-old will face serious consequences.
As a juvenile, if you commit an adult crime, you will be doing adult time.
With this tragedy in mind, Lopez urges parents to ensure their child doesn't have access to weapons.
We want people to know that there is no scenario where a teenager can have a gun. If a teenager commits a crime with a gun, they will be facing adult charges.
Hannah, this 15-year-old is, of course, too young to own a gun, being charged as a minor in possession of a firearm. Does the sheriff's office know where he got the gun?
Well, spokesperson with the Hillsborough Sheriff's Office tells me it's still unclear where he got that gun. Figuring that out is part of their ongoing investigation. Based on what they learned, they say more charges could come down. In Tampa, Hannah Deneen, 10 Tampa Bay.